What is the difference between a renovation and a remodel? Essentially, the difference between them is that a renovation refers to restoring something to its previous state, while a remodel refers to creating something new out of the space. If you want to know 4 things that you wish you knew before your renovation or remodel, stay tuned to this episode. Hi, I'm Sherry Douglas, and welcome to the Faith-Led Interior Design Show. As usual, we're going to start with the verse for the week, and that verse is love your neighbor as yourself, Mark 12:31. The typical interpretation of loving of a neighbor as oneself is an affinity for love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, all this in relation to your neighbors. These are the fruit of the Spirit of God. We can talk about this more later. They are beautiful and they're impossible to do nonstop. The easiest way to avoid doing wrong to others is to focus on these fruits of the Spirit and doing what is right. So love your neighbor. Okay, today we're going to talk about 4 things you wish you knew before your home renovation. What's the most surprising part of a home renovation? It's not the final reveal, which is so exciting. I love the final reveal. But instead, it's all the mess and the inconvenience that a homeowner has to go through when they're doing a renovation or a remodel. Without fair warning, the storm of renovation can hit your home, and it can be very upsetting. The process seems like it takes forever. So that's why I like to be upfront with my clients on what they can expect while they're living through a home renovation. I always suggest that they move out if they can, because it really can be an absolute mess. It can be upsetting. It's hard to live through. Part of my job is to warm up clients to the unavoidable pitfalls and show them the best way to handle the mess headed their way. I've had clients who've moved out and then others stayed and weathered the storm. The best news is that they all had excellent outcomes and were very happy that they tackled the job and made it to the other side, a more beautiful, functional, and valuable home. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and bell so you are notified next time a new video is uploaded. To prepare you, I put together 4 things that you need to know before renovating your home. Number 1, create a plan first. Speak to a designer before reaching out to a contractor for quotes. Then you'll be able to go to the contractor with a solid design plan that's easy for the contractor to bid. The most expensive items when working with a contractor are change orders. It creates a domino effect that can be very expensive to adjust. Working with an experienced interior designer like DC Douglas Interiors alleviates almost all of these change orders, which helps the process move quickly and smoothly. In addition, we would love to help you develop your renovation plans if you need that help. Number 2, hiring a professional will save you time and money. Attempting to do it yourself, a DIY project, seems to be an excellent way to save time and money on a renovation, but this most certainly is not the case. I have many stories of homeowners who are disappointed with their do-it-yourself renovation results. They thought they knew what it was going to look like, but when the outcome came, they did not like it. What they were envisioning did not happen. So not to mention that they spent thousands of dollars for lackluster results. Most of the time, unless you're professionally trained, really good at it, the results are just going to be lackluster. As I said, just lacking. So you don't want to spend all that money. Yikes, that's a lot of money to spend and not have it be absolutely gorgeous. At this point, you'd have to call in a designer for damage repair, which I have done many, many times through the years. The necessary repairs could have been avoided by hiring the professional to work on the project prior to the contractor, prior to starting on the project. And yes, you'll end up paying more than the original cost to hire the designer after, as an afterthought. The least expensive way to do it is to get the designer up front, make sure everything's really good, take it to the contractor, get a quote, and then the chances of change orders are, if not completely gone, very, very minimal. So it costs a lot more to not do that. Number 3, the home will look worse before it looks better. I have a really funny story of my dad. Oh my God. I was working with my mom on a custom fireplace, and we were painting the wall of the fireplace, the whole thing up to the ceiling, and it was black, and it had like newspaper and different textures under it, and it had some, like, she was in Arizona, so they had like turquoise and rust colors underneath that kind of showed through in certain areas. I know it sounds weird, but it actually turned out gorgeous. But my dad was walking through the space when we were in the middle of it, and it looked like an orange cow, spots all over. So he just walked by with his hand covering his eye and walking by like, I cannot look that direction. It looks so bad. So there are many times in the process that it looks really bad before it looks good. Also, there will be dust everywhere, debris everywhere. And remember, it's only temporary. Contractors can use a plastic screen that zips that they can go through it, close off the area, and make it dust tight on the inside. But still, dust gets through. I don't know how. It's not 100%, but it's way better. And it helps tremendously if they block off the area, although it still is not 100% dust-free. So in design, things must get worse before they get better usually. I've had times where a renovation looks downright ugly in the middle of the design process, and the client gets nervous. Home renovations won't be beautiful the whole way through. Most of them are not beautiful the whole way through. There's a process, and in the middle process can not be as pretty as the end result, but you'll always end up with a stunning space with a little patience. Just let it get to its end and then decide whether it looks beautiful or not. Number 4, the renovation is worth it. For me, the best part of a renovation is my client's excitement at the end of the project. I love the happy smiling faces and the anticipation of a new future in a beautiful space that reflects them and their family's lifestyle. The headaches are gone. They're filled with relief and joy and anticipation of years of delight in this newly remodeled area. Despite the messes, worries, and headaches, the results are always worth the hassle. I guarantee it. So stop dreaming, start designing your luxury home and within your budget. Blessings, and see you all next episode. If you're struggling to design or improve the interior of your home that mirrors your amazing self and within your budget, make sure to reach out. Email me at sherry@dcdouglasinteriors.com. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Blessings until next time.